Does it count as cannibalism if I didn't swallow? If you tell me to leave you behind, I will paint a penis on your face with glitter. Legality is just a set of guidelines anyway. Who cares if they're followed? This would go much easier if you cooperated. You're alive, aren't you? What the hell were you on parole for? I was in the civil rights movement, workers' rights, women's rights, queer rights, and obviously Fae rights. Don't you ever get tired? Why do you think I'm working food service? This is so much more relaxing. Did you miss the part where I shot a man in the street? You're saying your attackers work with a fairy musician, according to Nicole's clairvoyance, which hasn't been wrong yet, and that they, for whatever reason, decided to track you down in the middle of bumfuck Minnesota to kill a baker. I have no idea, lady. The judge might have to give him a choice. A decade in prison, or sit through your kidnapping is wrong class, with a test at the end, so we can't sleep through it. And people say justice reform is too complicated. Vengeance is inherently selfish and only causes more suffering. I've learned that the hard way. And it's been what, 50, 60 years since I got to stab someone? I'm out of practice. Honestly, backing out would probably be the smart thing to do. They don't get to kidnap my aunt and torture her because she chose to do the right thing. Because they chose to keep doing the wrong thing. I'm staying. The lady has spoken. Let's roll. There's been an incident. Why do you smell like a dumpster? Because I had to hide in a dumpster from a guy trying to shoot me. If you try to convince me to bail on you one more time, I'm going to eat your entire box of your favorite crackers before you get any of them. What did you do? Relax. This is the version of the escape plan that avoids killing your people. Thanks. Yep, cool. You're welcome. Never fucking do that again! I saw something. We all become billionaires? No, blood and danger. Oh, it's never billionaires. Hey, I will arrest you. For what? Obstruction of justice. But be sure to add assaulting a police officer too. Why? Because if you don't remove your hand, I will break it. I could flirt so much better while drunk and high off my ass when I was a teenager. Hell, just off the top of my head, Nicole is magically good looking. She's enchanting. She makes Glinda greener than the Wicked Witch of the West with envy. Okay, the first two sucked, but that's a good one. You did remarkably well. Most people vomit or pass out the first time. Okay, how? But also why? But more importantly, how? Here's what's going to happen. I am taking these three to Black Beach. If you are not there within 2 hours, I'll have my mercenary kill the baker. At 3 hours, I kill the witch. At 4, I take Cyrus into the Fae realm as a replacement for you. Do you understand? Is this what you really want? You turned yourself into a monster. Monsters need to be put down or broken. Then why should I stop? Pardon? If I'm going to be treated as a monster, even as I do everything in my power to become good, then why should I stop acting monstrously? I'll see you in 2 hours.
I never liked Superman. I thought he was overrated. Okay, I'm bad at this. I'm trying to say that you said you felt like Superman when you were high, and some other stuff about yourself that's really not nice. I'm trying to say that we like you as you are now, or at least I do. Seconded. Nicole, babe, you are a college-graduated artist, a witch, a scarily accurate clairvoyant, and teach at a fancy academy. I'm a 28-year-old high school dropout who doesn't even have a studio apartment and barely got a food service job. You've never teased me for covering myself, even in summer. And you make really good hot chocolate and conversation. And you're honest. That's valuable. That's why I asked you out. Sweet of you to think that. What, I don't get a list of good qualities? Nope. Oh, what? Well, you gotta be at least this cute, without cheating with glamour. Well, fuck me then. I know, right? Fuck you. Okay, I get Cyrus. He's annoying and frankly too good with coloring. I am not annoying. Also, most of my arrests were for Fae rights movement stuff back in the 50s and 60s. I haven't been in cuffs since the 90s? Yeah. Yeah, pro tip, don't try to drink a werewolf packman at the table. You get into some gnarly shit. Yeah, learned that the hard way, but yeah, that makes sense. What's with your face? My nose itches. You want to use my jacket? Oh, you mind? Nah, go for it. What I don't get is, what did you get arrested for? They said you already had a record. George Floyd protests. Ah. How many times have you been arrested? I've lost count. They just love seeing me in handcuffs. Well, they do look very good on you. Gross. No more talking. Especially with the cops in earshot, at least until our lawyer shows up. Cyrus, you're our lawyer. Why is there an X for your gender? I'm non-binary. They, them pronouns. You're gonna be a snowflake about this, aren't you? You went to a men's prison, right? That's what it says on my paperwork. Then you're in the men's cell. If you're separating us strictly based on penises and vaginas, you should know that fairies are not so technically unisex. Wait, what? Yeah, every fairy can get pregnant and impregnate others, barring any medical issues.
Like sea slugs.
Exactly. Sea slugs can do that? That makes no sense. Well, why not? We're not humans, so why would we reproduce like you? Should I have been using other pronouns? Oh, nah, we're pretty sure that fairies adopted some of the human ideas of gender when we bumped into your realm however many thousands of years ago. It's basically a fashion trend that never went out of style. Of course, different cultures within the Fae realm have different ideas about it, being anywhere from 1 to 12 recognized genders. Okay, the snowflakes get to be in the men's cell together. What exactly is the plan after you drag me back to the Fae realm? Torture? Memory wipe? Servitude? Remove my senses of sight and hearing and release me into the wild? What would you have done to a traitor who caused so much destruction? Depends on which part of my career you're talking about. When I fought for Gieldon, I simply killed them. How the mighty fall. I try to find other solutions these days, but you can't deny it was quite effective. And compared to whatever you have in store for me, merciful. What happened to mercy is a tool that must be used carefully and sparingly. That was a mistaken belief that I will regret to the end of my days, and I sincerely hope you abandon it too. Quickly. You'd rather I be cruel and merciless all the time? My current protege is a third-year ace and already so much more original.